All right. So we're gonna rock side to side and get ready for our core power hour. We're going for an hour of core today. And you can have your right knee to your chest, left leg will kick out straight. You can point that toe, squeeze that leg. If your back's really tight, you could have one foot down on the ground. It's up to you. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. So just going side to side. You can go a little bit slower if you're feeling tight. If you want to open up your hips, whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter to me if it doesn't matter to you. Right? And you can even have your legs go a little bit wider. Right? So you could pull across. You could go wide. Go one more to each side. Then you're going to have one leg up straight, grab behind that hamstring, and we're going to go side to side there. So make sure you're concentrating on keeping that lower back down. You're keeping your shoulders relaxed, right? And we're just going side to side, no big deal. Matter of fact, it feels kind of good, right? So we're going to go about one more to each leg. And then we're going to relax our legs down, and we're going to do a slow and controlled crunch. So we got lots of core today. So that's how we're going to warm up today. We're going to go elbows wide. You're going to inhale in, exhale, lift, and crunch. So every time you're crunching, make sure that you're pushing that lower back down, right? And you're trying to keep your chin off your chest. And every time you crunch, if you squeeze and push your back down, your core might shake a little bit. My abs are shaking, bacon. Right? So on this next motion, you're going to hold your crunch and you're going to march your legs. So you're just going side to side, nice and easy. It doesn't have to be fast. You always have one foot down on the ground, right? And as you're going through this motion, really focus on pushing that back down, okay? So we got about 10 seconds here, and then we'll go to our next core move. So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to relax our head down. We're going to come up into tabletop, right? So once those legs are in tabletop, really draw that belly button in. Your core is going to be tight. We're going to inhale in. Exhale, we're going to kick both legs up straight, point our toes, squeeze, nice and easy, right back down. So head doesn't have to be up, but you're really trying to straighten out those legs and trying to get them as long as you feel like you can, right? And every time you straighten those legs, they might squeeze and shake. Mine are shaking. Shake them. Today, that's the theme today, shake them. So we're going to go 3 more. Here is 1. Here's 2. Here is 3. And then you're going to keep your legs in tabletop. And we're going to alternate our legs. So you're going to exhale, kick your left leg out. It's going to come back in, right leg out. Right, so you're just going side to side, kind of like bicycle legs, kind of like how we just warmed up, right? But really just stretching out those legs, going side to side. Okay, so we're going to go 5 more. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're going to bring both legs up. And we're going to let our legs come down. So when you go down straight, don't feel like you have to go all the way to the floor. You can do smaller motions. We're just trying to get our hips, our quads, right? Our core, everything in a line together. So only go as large as you feel like you can. We're going to go for 5 more. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to relax those legs down, and we're going to go into our modified bicycle crunch. So always got one foot down. Here we're going to go opposite elbow, opposite knee, and we're just going side to side. So I like to stay more up in a crunch the whole time to keep my back down. If you want to come down in between each crunch, you could. It's really up to you, right? But I might as well just stay up if I'm going to be up, right? I don't want to have to add extra effort, and I doubt you do either. So we got a pretty quick core workout today. There's going to be 10 exercises. Each exercise will be for a minute, and they're going to burn you out, right? So it's going to be a quick core burn. Quick core burn. Say that 5 times fast. Quick core burn. Quick core burn. Doesn't that sound weird after a while? So we got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and relax. Hug those knees to your chest again, and we're going to do circling motions. So we're really trying to massage out that lower back. Sometimes when we do a lot of core, right, reverse your circles, your lower back is going to get tight. So we want to make sure it's nice and loose and that you're feeling good, right? And then you're going to have your knees go a little bit wider and you're going to rock side to side there, right? So you're opening up those hips, right? If you're in yoga, you could do happy baby, then you can hold your feet. I don't really care. It looks silly, but it feels good. And we're going to go one more to each side, and then we're going to relax, and we're going to come to the seated position, okay? So we are going to go ahead and get started here. Our first motion that you're going to do, you're going to have your knees bent. You're going to slightly tilt back. You want your hands starting at your shoulder, and you're going to go opposite elbow, or opposite hand to opposite knee, and you're trying to go somewhat quick. So you're going to stay back that whole time. If your back hurts, you could have like a ball or a pillow or something rolled up behind your back. Or you could even lay on your back and just alternate it. Okay, so we're going to go for a minute. There. So let me get my watch all ready. Ready? And go. So you'll tilt back and you're going side to side. So as you get in a rhythm, if you feel like you can go a little bit quicker for it, go for it, right? And you're just going side to side, trying to stay in that same spot. So you're trying not to sit up. You want to hold that posture. A lot goes into this move, right? It's not easy. So if you're like, dang, I have to do this for a minute. Yeah, you do, but you're going to be okay. Okay, so find a focal point. Make sure our head's not hanging down. So if you look slightly up, it's going to help you. Right, and you're going to smack your knee like, hey, hey. Right, and you're just going side to side with it. We got 20 seconds, and then we're going to be back to our back here. Okay, so you will feel this through your quads. If you're thinking my quads are burning, cool, good. They're working. Okay, your heart rate should go up a little bit too. We're almost there. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you're going to relax. So our next one we're going to do is a triple crunch. So triple crunch, you can keep your legs down. Your hands are behind your head. You're going to crunch up 3 levels. You crunch up 1, 2, 3, and come right back down. Okay, so it's slow and controlled. Ready? And go. So you crunch up 1, 2, 3, slow back down. 1, 2, 3, slow back down. So make sure we're not pulling on our neck. We want to keep our elbows wide, right? Every time you crunch up, those abs should be shaken, right? And we're trying to keep our chin off our chest, right? We don't want to crunch with our neck. We want to use those abs. Sometimes this move is a little bit harder to get under control. And especially if you're really tight in your upper back, guess what? Your neck's going to think it's in charge, right? And that's just something that comes with practice. So if your neck is feeling tight, just take a quick breather and rejoin back in when you can. Okay, you've got 15 seconds. Really trying to squeeze and lift as high as you can each time, right? Even if it doesn't feel like you're going up too high, that's okay. Nobody's measuring. I'm not. I don't care. You go up as high as you go up, and I go up as high as I can. We got one more, and you're going to relax. All right, so our next one, you have the option. You can have one leg down, right, and go here, or both legs up. And you're going to be in a crunch, and you're going to reach opposite hand to opposite ankle, right? And you're going side to side. So if you had one foot down, you would just go side to side of that same ankle. So you're up in a crunch the whole time. Go for it, okay? So going side to side, lifting, reaching across. If you have one foot down, you'd look just like this. You might go a little bit quicker, okay? I can tell you when it's 30 seconds. So if you wanted to switch legs, you could, okay? But you're going side to side, staying high in that crunch, right? You'll have a hand support when it switches. And you're at your halfway mark right there. So keep maintaining, right? You want to try to reach to that ankle, reach past that ankle, reach to your shin. I don't care. As long as you're going to the opposite side, you're really getting a nice reach. You're staying up high in that crunch. And you're breathing. Hopefully. Yes. We're almost there. I got the hiccups and the burps at the same time right there. That's what core does to you. It gives you the hiccup burps, right? Breathing too heavy. One more to each side and relax. Okay, so now we're going to be on our elbows, okay? So when you're on your elbows, it's a little bit harder. If the elbows doesn't feel good, you'll just be in your normal position. So it's going to be a corkscrew motion. So you're going to have your legs together and you're going to do small circles. You're going to go one direction and then the other direction. Okay, and you're just alternating. Small circles is the key. Ready? Go. Okay, so you're just going small circles one way and the other. If being on your elbows hurts your back, look, here I am, right? Not on my elbows. You can still do it. The more you keep your legs upright, the easier it is on that back. You're still going to feel your core. But if you're up for the challenge and you can be on those elbows, perfect. It's going to work that core just a little bit more. Okay, and your goal is to keep your legs as straight as possible. If your legs are really starting to fall apart, just put one leg down, right? And focus on, do like 3 to one leg, 3 to the other, and just alternate like that. Okay, we're over halfway. You're going one circle, the other circle. One circle, the other circle. A lot of core control. This one's pretty darn icky. Right? PDI, pretty darn ick. Okay, keep on moving. Probably should have put this one on here twice, don't you think? It'd be a good one. This one might force you to drink wine. It's called corkscrew, right? Wine, you know. One more each way. Here's 1 and 2, and relax. And then we're in our seated position. And now we're going to do tuck, jump, abs, right? Sounds scary, but it's not. So you're going to be tilted back. Your hands and knees will lift and come together and apart. The goal is to go fast, 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 fast. Okay, if both feet feels like too much, you can alternate. Okay, ready and go. So you're lifting, going quick, 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 right? So it's a double crunch with it, because as your legs raise, your hands and upper body go towards those knees, right? And tuck jumps of the abs are not as bad as the jumps, right? These are a lot more doable, even though they feel pretty awful. Okay, remember, if you need to modify, do it. Just alternate, still go quickly. Again, it's going to get those hip flexors. It's going to get your quads. No one said those won't be working when you work your core. Right? Keep on moving. Woo! These are ick. Oh my goodness, I forgot how awful these are. Right? I just remember them the other day. And now I wish I didn't. Ooh. 15 seconds. You got time to go. Oh my goodness. Woo. Right? I'm wanting to modify 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Woo. All right, we are on our back. You're going to have hands behind your head. You're going to have tabletop legs. So what we're going to do here, you're going to alternate, and it's going to be an opposite elbow, opposite knee, but as you crunch, your other leg kicks down, right? See what I did there? Left elbow, right knee, left leg kicks down, and I'm going side to side. Okay, ready and go. So on this, if lowering your leg feels like too much, just keep the legs in tabletop and crunch side to side, right? But this move isn't going to be fast. We really want to take our time. Try to stay up in that crunch if you can as you go side to side. Everything should be burning here pretty well together. Okay? And you're just going side to side, trying to add that lower leg, keeping your lower back down. Right? You're halfway there. If you're thinking like, why is she talking through all this core? It's because it's a good distraction. That's why. It's not because I think it's easy. It's because it helps pass the time. Woo-wee. I'm going to feel this one for days. My abs are going to be sore all weekend. Okay, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. So this next one we have is called a swivel. Okay, so imagine you're in a desk chair that spins side to side. So what you're going to do, legs are in tabletop, your hands are out to the side, you're lifted in your crunch, and you're tapping the side of your shins to your arms. Your arms are bumpers. Okay, so you're going to look like this. Right? Go ahead, right? So if your neck hurts, put your head down, right, and still swivel, but it's all in the legs. My arms are not moving. It's my torso, my hips, my knees, my shins, right? And my neck gets tight, so sometimes I just put it down and I still swivel, right? So it's like you're spinning in an office chair, like doo, 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 doo. Right? Imagine like a real squeaky office chair, how annoying that would be. But we're going side to side, boom, boom, swivel, 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 swivel. Looks silly, but it is highly effective. Highly effective ab work. Okay, going side to side. Ooh, boom and boom and boom and boom and boom and boom. Oh yeah. Good news is we are almost done. It's only 10 exercises. And 10 exercises, I picked the hardest I could. So there you go. Keep on moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Woo-hoo. Okay, so this next one, we're going to do flutter kicks. You can either stay down, or if you think you can, you're up on your elbows, legs are out straight, and we're kicking here. Okay, so ankles just can pass each other. It doesn't have to be big kicks, right? If you're down on the ground, same thing. Here you are, right? We're kicking. The bigger you go, the harder it gets, right? If you like holding a crunch, sure, you could do that too. But I'm kind of tired of holding a crunch and I don't want to. Okay, so it's kind of like right here. Doesn't that look like I'm on the beach? Kind of does. All I need is like a drink in my hand and a little extra sunshine today, and then we have it going out. Okay, so anytime you're on your elbows with leg motions like this, it is the hardest variation of the core move. So there's that, right? I had to make sure I started my timer. Okay, we got 15 seconds, and you have 2 more moves. That's not bad. 10 seconds. Woo! So you can go bigger. Big, go big or go home, right? No, don't go home. You already are at home, maybe. Got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna relax. Smack the abs for a second. Okay, so our next move, it's gonna be like our crunch over and tabletop, but this time we have our legs up straight if you can. Okay, so we'll crunch over with our opposite elbow. Our opposite leg kicks down. We come back and we alternate, right? Go for it. Okay, so if kicking that leg down feels like too much, if your legs are tired, right? You could do a modified bicycle if you need to, right? The goal is to keep moving, right? And not hurt ourselves. So if you need to modify, that's okay. This has not been an easy workout. Your core is tired. And the more tired you get, the harder it is to hold your form. How about that? What a cruel trick, right? But eventually you get stronger. And because you modify, you don't get hurt. See how that works? That's just science. Woo! 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 If you make sound effects, abs get easier. So that's obviously what I'm doing. Okay, we got 10 seconds to go. Oof. Oof. 1 more to each side. There's 1, 2, and relax. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have a 6-pack by the end of this. All right. Last move is in a seated position, and it's another fast one. It's called a runner. So you're gonna have your right leg bent in, your left leg is out, and you're trying to go opposite arm, opposite leg, and here you are running. So the bigger the stride, the harder the move, right? If you do smaller ones, it's a little bit easier, but you're tilted back and going. Okay, go ahead. So it's opposites, right? If you don't get the opposite arms with it, that's okay. So here I am, I'm starting with smaller. Okay, and then as I get going, if I feel like I can, I'm gonna go a little bit bigger. Okay, and this is your last move of the day. So if you're really burning out, good, I am too. Okay, if you're getting confused about your arms, just don't even think and just move. Okay, tapping the legs is the hard part of the move. That's what we want to focus on. The more you extend those legs, the harder, and the faster you go, the harder it gets, right? You can get your heart rate up. You can sit and run. Okay, keep on moving. Tapping those heels, pumping those arms, right? If you're extra fun, you could just repeat this and put dumbbells in your arms too, right? I'm not stopping you. You just put this workout on repeat today. Okay, we got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. And your core is there.